Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today we're reacting to GOT7's If You Do music video.
Ooh, this is a very big song. It has almost 240 million views.
Yes.
It was released 9 years ago. It's obviously JYP. And other than that, I know nothing.
I miss GOT7. GOT7 came back right now.
We just checked out their music video for their latest sort of comeback. And it was cool, but I heard it was very different than normal GOT7, essentially. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on this GOT7 song. I think GOT7 songs are very varied. I feel like a lot of GOT7 songs are very varied. So I really like this one. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Okay.
But I used to really like it. So let's do it.
Let's do it. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last, but certainly not least, we already have so much K-pop content over on Patreon. And there's new K-pop content coming out over on Patreon basically every single day. The vast majority of the time, more than once a day. We got variety content over on Patreon. We got funny moments. We got album reaction and reviews. We got concert performances. We got live performances, studio tunes, It's Lives, interviews, encores, and so much more K-pop content is also available over on Patreon. And again, there's new K-pop content coming out over on Patreon basically every single day. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel, since we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon. So big shout out to every single one of you for making these videos possible. And let's do it.
Let's do it.
GOT7, if you do what? We're gonna find out.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Let's do it.
So it's me again? Why you gotta be like this? Forget it. 네가 하면 내가 하면 어떻게 매일 내가 틀렸다고 말하는데 이기려고만 하지 눈물이 너의 무기지 아니 처음엔 달당해서 끌렸어 하지만 매일 난 무릎 꿇었어 조금 잘못한 것도 부풀려서 날 절벽으로 밀어붙였어 혹시 몰라 그래도 날 사랑하니까 참을 수 있었어 Every day, every night feel like
You want to know something that actually is really interesting from a production perspective in this? Now, from essentially all K-pop nowadays, right? It has auto-tune on it. It doesn't mean that the artist can't sing. It's just quite simply part of the sound to add some level of auto-tune to it. And then people are going to go, oh, my fave knows how to sing. Yeah, but you don't understand music. If that's what you think I'm saying, then just God help you.
Exactly.
But when it comes to this specific song, actually there's 0. And that's 2015. That's crazy because in 2015, like everything had it. Like everything had that really classic 2015 autotune. Yeah. That's like one of like the main sort of, I would say, sounds of that era.
Maybe that's why I really love this song, how raw it sounds.
Yeah, there's no autotune.
This song is so raw. It's like the feeling, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that because you can truly hear their voices. Wow.
It is really cool.
What? I never noticed.
Me neither. That is so rare for this era. Because like if you check out all of like the American industry from this era, it was like it all had that kind of sound.
It's very normal.
Yeah, but this doesn't. That is so unique. Would have never expected that.
No, me neither.
Apart from that, genre-wise, it's definitely not what we're used to from K-pop in terms of song structure. It's a lot more basic.
It is.
A lot more kind of normal, if you will. And that actually fits with the latest GOT7 song as well.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Every day, every night, feel like a fool. You gotta know.
No, 0.
Wow.
That is so refreshing, actually. I really like it.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, this production reminds me more like 2010 or something. You get me? But I really like it.
절박이 바퀴 이미 정해진 재판 밖에 지쳤어 벗어나고 싶어 절박히 너한테는 친구 내겐 바람은 필수 있는 보라는 종자들일 뿐 또 다른 실수 네가 하면 오케이 내가 하면 난 제발 적당히 하기를 바래도 넌 끊지 못하네 짜다가 툭 치면 나오는 말 잘할게 할 말 없을 때 꼭 나 잘게 답답해 누구에게 한탄해 가끔 가진 것처럼 자가면 다 맞는 말이
Yeah.
The footwork, I remember.
Seriously, super cool
Wow.
song. This really surprised me. I can't believe I've never ever heard this in my whole life. So cool.
It's such a good
What
song.
a banger. The music video is like super that era.
Yeah.
Like it's super that era. I also remember kind of like early BTS.
Yeah,
Like doing
these types of like vibe, like color grading, everything.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
color
this is the
grade.
era.
You're completely right
This
there.
is the I need you era. True,
Precisely.
50.
I love the fact though that there's like zero tuning.
Wow.
It's so cool, and it also just like adds a little bit more sort of spice to like the chorus itself, because when everything is like perfectly in pitch, like to a robotic extent, some choruses can almost feel smaller than they actually are. While here you really feel like that chorus and that power of the chorus come out.
No,
I think that's really
love
cool.
It.
But you get me with regards
now
to
I'm
it.
excited to hear this live. I've never heard this
But you
live.
get me with regards to this almost feeling like older in terms of production.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It does, because back then they didn't put Auto-Tune 2
I am not
either.
totally certain. I need to check out the normal studio version of it too. But I also think it's slightly clipped. Like the actual video editor or somebody involved in the process distorted it slightly. A tiny bit. You hear it too? It's like a tiny bit of like distortion.
It's hard for me to hear.
Let's check the other version. Let's check the one on YouTube Music real quick. I want to check it out.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, I just want to hear, and we're going to compare. Because it might have something to do with just like the mixing, and that's just how it is. And it just has this kind of dirty mixing, I almost want to say it is. And then go back. A tiny bit, but no. Okay, we just checked like the actual studio release, like the one that doesn't have any music video attached to it, but just simply like the cleanest form you can get it in. And it does actually just have a little bit like dirty mixing.
Yeah.
You get me?
They wanted that.
Like a little bit more saturized, almost like a little bit more distorted, but almost like analogish distortion. That's interesting.
Yeah, this what?
Yeah, very unique.
You're adding layers to this song I didn't know.
Yeah,
I like it.
But when I say it, you can hear it,
I can
right?
hear it.
I mean, to be fair, this is like a little bit more distorted, but barely. It is how it sounds.
It is how it sounds.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Or definitely at least very saturized, I would say. They're definitely great singers, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
It's up to you if you want to break up.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Just
Do whatever you want.
Why does this sound like the start of the Illit song? She has a voice really similar to the start of Magnetic, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
Magnetic.
get it.
Yeah, the start of that sounds really
no
similar
idea.
to this woman's voice.
I don't know.
Just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. I'll just go to sleep.
It doesn't matter to me. I'll just go to sleep, damn.
Damn.
It's over, man.
Yeah.
우리 다시 돌아갈 수 있을까?
So it's about like a toxic relationship for sure.
Oh man, I love this song. I remember I used to be obsessed with this song.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you.
It's so good.
It's very unique.
It is, right?
I have a question. Is the rest of like GOT7's discography somewhat similar to this? Because I do actually see a Red Fred from Python to this. I do see it.
Is it?
Because I was like kind of thinking, okay, they want to do something more American, right? With Python, they're trying something new. Maybe they want to see how they're going to go in that market, etc. And that was cool. I liked it. But no, I do see that there's still a Red Fred leading back to this. You get me?
Their biggest
They don't sound like
song.
Big Bang. They don't sound like
No,
ATs.
no.
They don't sound like BTS.
It's very
something,
them.
different.
Their biggest song is very different to this.
Actually, Big Bang could do something kind of similar to this.
They
but
cool.
it
They
would
cool.
still be different.
But it's still very different. It's
but
not
they
them.
could kind of do it. I see him doing it.
GOT7's biggest song is very different to this. You have to watch it later. You probably have heard it. But it's very different. It's more pretty. It's more cute. So I don't know. We'll have to start checking them out. They have a killing voice.
Okay.
Like that, you will find out.
Is it the one that just came out? I'm
It
pretty sure it
came out.
just came out. Oh yeah, we need to check
we'll
that
do
out.
it.
That is obligatory.
Tell us if you want to see that.
Let us know.
Let us know.
We'll probably do it though.
Yeah. I want to do it now.
With or without your comment, we'll probably do it.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be totally honest here, because we need to check that out.
I know.
I want to check it out.
The song's a banger, right?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is so
The more
cool.
you listen to it, I don't know, their voices just gets to you. Their video, everything.
But also the soul,
The
like of
soul,
the
I'm
vocals.
telling you.
And I feel like those kind of like almost slightly distorted, saturized kind of vocals without any auto-tune also just seem more kind of full. You get me? They really just get into your heart.
Get into your heart.
Especially in a song like this, which is also kind of deep and a little bit melancholic, but in a warm way.
Exactly.
But it's still warm and still full. There's a lot of body in the actual song, and I think that's really cool.
I love watching this song again. Definitely gonna put it in a playlist later
It's really cool. I don't know why, but I got a tiny bit reminded of Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park.
I get it.
You get me? I think it's the drums.
I don't know.
The
something.
drums and this kind of like just kind of very poppy, but at the same time also kind of tragic, non-auto-tune kind of
It might be that.
vocal, like mixed with these quite electronic drums.
It might be that.
Maybe it's that, but it's still different.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was just reminded by it.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
But you kind of see it.
No,
though.
I see it.
You kind of see it,
yeah.
right?
It might be the voice too.
Yeah. Apart from that, the actual music video just screams this era.
Yeah.
I'd say the music video is very out of this era.
Yeah, it is.
And even the song itself, it is this era, but it could also be earlier. And for me, the reason for that is just like the mixing is so not this era.
I agree.
Like I say, it's mainly the mixing. It's not even the song
wonder who did
itself.
this song.
It's just the mixing.
I wonder who did this song. It's so good.
I really liked it.
So good.
Lyrics, I mean, it's just very middle of the road. I am heartbroken. We have a toxic relationship. We break up. We go back together.
The lyrics
It sucks,
are just
man.
very sad, melancholic relationship. Yeah,
man.
It is.
It's
a sad.
looking-
I'll just go to sleep. Damn. Wow.
Yeah, man. She's
bad.
tried it before. I feel like that's what's going on here.
Yeah,
I feel like
maybe.
that's what they're maybe trying to show in that part. That like this relationship has been going on like this for a while.
Exactly.
And it seems like both parties are kind of tired of the
They're done.
toxicness
Exactly.
of it. And
It's just easy to break up.
I'm grateful I'm not in a relationship like that
Yeah,
because it
please.
doesn't sound very fun. No, it doesn't. Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, it portrayed that pretty well.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Nonetheless, super cool song.
So
Amazing vocals. It was it didn't have as much of like a crazy K-pop kind of structure as what
No,
we're
it
used
did
to
not. It did
at all.
not.
It was just kind of like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus.
It did not.
And I barely even remember there being a bridge. Was there a bridge? There probably
every
was.
day.
Let me
feel
check.
Like a fool, you got it, but it's very little. Like the
yeah.
bridge is barely there.
Let me just listen. That's true. Oh yeah, this part was actually really cool. Oh yeah, I don't know why. I just for some reason thought that was part of like the pre-chorus in my head for a second.
Is it?
No, that's the
it's
bridge.
like the bridge.
I really love this whole part with
Yeah. Every day, feel like a fool.
Whoa.
I know.
That part is
I know.
really
I
cool.
like
Yeah.
I miss
love that.
GOT7. They're so funny.
Yeah.
From what I remember, they're one of the funniest groups.
Okay,
Like,
this
they're
is-
actually hilarious.
Like from a personality perspective.
We have to check that out. GOT7 funny moments.
We have to do
Let's
that.
do it. We have to do it.
Nonetheless, super cool song, beautiful vocals, me likey a lot. me likey.
Valentino approved.
Valentino approved in a lot of ways. And honestly, I'd love to see more kind of like a contemporary K-pop that just like puts no auto-tune on it. Yeah, because again,
I don't know what
there's these comments that just don't understand music. Like, I'm honestly done with it at this point.
Yeah.
I'll say it one last time to you. When I say there's auto-tune on something, it doesn't mean that the artist doesn't know how to sing. You don't have to show me comments. Like, you don't have to post links of the artist singing live. I'm aware the person knows how to sing. That's how music mixing works nowadays. They put auto-tune on it. That is just the sound. Exactly. It doesn't mean that the person doesn't know how to sing. Okay. It can definitely like fix some flat or some slightly out-of-tune notes, but at the end of the day, they do it also for the sound.
Exactly.
Okay? So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that. I'm so done, man.
Yeah.
I'm so done with those comments. No more comments like that. I beg you. I beg you, man. Before you comment, learn about music mixing. I'm just saying.
Watch the whole video.
And watch the whole video and, I don't know, man, get help. Anyhow, nonetheless, thank you so much for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what you thought about our reaction, our commentary, what have you, and the video itself. I mean, I love this song. And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our K-pop content over there. There's new K-pop content coming out over on Patreon basically every single week. And apart from that, I also want to do some GOT7 over there.
Right?
So if you like the rest of our content over on Patreon and you also want to check out like some potential more GOT7 content and maybe like inspire us to also cover the group more, then head on over to Patreon as well. Yeah. And if nothing else, see you in the next one.
Bye guys, take care.
Bye everyone. Bye everyone. Take care.